Ta-ta. Welcome, welcome, hello,
Oh,
everybody. Later now, or today, or live, or not live, or in the ether sometime later. Gosh, I always have such a mix of energy coming into these spaces. It's like excitement and nervousness and puking, but in a really good way. Like in a really, oh, there's something that wants to come out of me. Perhaps that's not a very good visual, but hey, all is welcome, all parts of us. And today we have a very exciting topic, which I love, and it's this concept of the art of perception. And we've talked already about the art of observation and the art of listening. So perception and observation are a little bit similar if you break them down. But today we are talking about more the ability to take on a different perspective, to embody something else that we're not used to, and to see our problem or challenge, or just to experience something different than what we are. And because we have that, we are able to be not so stuck in what we are observing and in what we are being and in what we are thinking and experiencing. So I'm really excited for today's practice. Even though I was feeling a little bit tired and a little bit like, ah, I feel so soft and, like slow and steady. But I was like, okay, so the practice is going to be slow and steady. But now as I'm speaking, my energy is turning on, so it's fine. It's fine. The energy comes when the energy is needed. And I guess that's a really good observation for creativity as well, that when we make room and space for creativity to show up, that it does. And so today we have a very exciting practice. Hello. Welcome, welcome. So today we have a very exciting practice. It's the shifting through archetypes that we're going to be playing with. And it's very much a little bit around improvisation and a little bit of acting. But if anybody's freaking out, please don't. This is all for fun, and this is all to yeah, really just have fun and to try something new on and see how easy or how difficult it is for us to let go or come into a different archetype, to try on something new for size, or to just experience a new energy and how that energy might be looking at our challenge. So what this is going to look like is that I'm gonna guide you through a small little attunement to connect to our breath, just to ground into our space and into ourselves first and foremost, before we shift into somebody else, so we have this felt sense of what we feel like without all the other characters, so that we don't actually get stuck in them. And when we're shifting between them, if at any point it's a little bit difficult for you to move through them or to change them, just shake it off. Just like physically shake it out of your body and make sounds, make movements, whatever you need to do, do that. And if you feel like you want to pick up an object in the space, if you want to do something crazy and wild, to do that. This is space to do those things. And if your practice today is really slow, if you're meeting a lot of resistance, if you're more stagnant or stuck, or if you're finding it difficult to break through, just do anything, or mirror one of my movements, or anyone who's on the screen, or my movements if you're watching this at a later now. Try something on for size. If your movement is really small and you're kind of like this, just make it a little bit bigger. So whatever movement you are doing in this moment, you can always make it a little bit bigger to invite a little bit more energy into it. and to learn to play with our inner energetics, which is really exciting. And then after our attunement, we're gonna go into the first song, which is about 5 minutes or so. And that song is a little bit slower. It's allowing you to just move and open the body a little bit. Because before we shift into a different archetype, sometimes our own identity or our own personality can be a little bit stuck. You know, we might have some pent up things or energy underneath the surface of like, oh, they said this and it made me feel this way. So we want to move that kind of energy, anything that you are associating with yourself, just to make a little bit more space for new perception, new archetypes, new identities to come on board. And then once we've made a little bit more space, we can then invite some other archetypes into play. So today, don't be afraid. Today we have the archetypes. We have an alien, we have a shamanic grandma, we have a snake, we have an element, and the last one I'll leave as a little surprise at the end, but it's nothing wild, okay? It might surprise you in the moment because you might be expecting something else, but I think it'll be a nice surprise. So it'll be an intro, then we have our little song to move our body, to release, to introduce movement. So this is a warm-up section. So you need to roll your shoulders, your hips, your head, your wrists, your knees. Make sure you do that so that your body has been introduced to a little bit of movement. And so it's not, you know, being surprised by, I don't know, grandma breaking it out on the dance floor, casting out spells, you know. And I'll be giving you prompts and cues throughout the practice. And yeah, I think that's it. I'm really excited. And at the end, we can tune in together to see what has been coming up, if there has been any resistance, if there was any stickiness coming on board. And really, this is an invitation to allow the stickiness, allow the like, oh, I don't want to do this. This is weird. Like, allow all of that. Like, it's all welcome. And not in that, you know, love and light kind of way, but it's just that nitty gritty day-to-day experience of being a human where, yeah, sometimes you don't want to do something. So, you know, like maybe like you can even embody like, you know, I don't want to do that. That's dumb. And like really let that move you and let that come on board, and don't push that away and make yourself wrong or feel like you should be doing something or you should be moving in a certain way. There is an absolute one rule in this space, actually two rules, that there's nothing wrong. Nothing you can say or do is wrong. Everything is fine, exactly as you're meant to be doing. So there's no like, oh, I'm doing this move wrong. It just doesn't exist. And the second one is that you can't hurt yourself or somebody else. So be careful, be wary of your space. Don't knock something off. Please don't damage yourself. And if you do, please avoid doing that. You are responsible for your own space, your own safety, and the environment around you. So make sure you can't bump into anything. If you're, you know, moving your hands around, make sure you have enough space to move around. So without further ado, the practice itself is going to be around 30 minutes. We have about 30 minutes of songs, and it's going to go on that journey of slowness into more energy, and then steadily bringing you down. So whatever emotions or feelings come up, also don't worry, because we're going to land the plane. We're going to simmer down the energy. We're going to cool down. I'm not just going to leave you to go off into the unknown. And if you're watching this at a later now, please also reach out. So Instagram, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, whatever is available to you. Don't be stuck holding these parts on that you might not be able to digest or integrate. And yeah, so let's start. I'm gonna share some music, and as I'm doing that, You can find a comfortable seat. Find a comfortable seat and begin to close your eyes. Before we go in anywhere else, we are tuning into the here and now, into this very moment, into what our bodies are feeling. So just take a deep breath in through the nose, closing down your eyes, and out through the mouth. In through the nose, and out through the mouth with a sigh or an ah. One last time, deep inhale. Little sound, and give me a little shake or a shimmy. At any point, if you don't want to make sounds, you can also make a more enforced exhale. So you can stick out your tongue, or you can do anything like that to help move energy. If energy gets stuck, or if something is showing up, we can use breath, sound, movement to move that. And I'll be reminding you of that throughout the practice as well. So keeping your eyes closed, finding that breath again, feeling it come through your nose, down the back of your throat, traveling down the back of your neck, your spine, twirling around in your belly, your rib cage. And as you exhale, feeling it come up, up, up and out. For the next few breaths, just tracing that journey of the breath from the very beginning, from the very tip of your nose, down to the very end of that inhale, lingering there for just a moment, seeing where it goes in your body, how it spreads and where it moves. And the same thing on the exhale, following that journey of your breath all the way through your body and up until the very end. Lingering for a moment in that space between the next inhale. Feeling as if that breath is taking up your entire body. And without going into story, feeling for what it feels like to be in this body. Be in that, in this moment, spacious or constricted, simply noting and not criticizing, judging, or pushing. If there's any tension, any pain, any distractions, simply be with them and observe them. As if you were watching the clouds pass by in the sky. Dropping down a golden thread from the base of your spine and from the top of your head up into the sky. Feeling one going up towards the sky and the other one up, down, 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 down into the earth. Feeling yourself held from both ends throughout the practice, as if deep roots are coming down through your feet and long, strong branches are reaching out towards the sky. The only thing that you need to do for the rest of the practice really is to continue to breathe. Continue to remember this breath as your anchor. Taking bigger, stronger, continuous breaths. Letting them move you, letting it come alive with the music, and in this moment, dropping an intention for the practice. Perhaps you have a challenge that you would like to work on. Maybe it's your career, your relationship, your finances, or maybe more insight in a creative project. Or perhaps you just want to be surprised. So whatever that may be, set an intention of what you would like to receive more information on and guidance. And as we're moving through the practice, as we're moving through the different archetypes, and as we're moving through the different archetypes, finding that answer within the movement. So as we're going to move into practice now, we will be firstly moving through the awakening process. Then we're going to be embodying the different archetypes. And you don't actually have to think about your intention for the practice. You can just let it be parked in the back of your mind. And then after we finish, you can return to it and see if anything has shifted as you've embodied or moved through the different archetypes. And yeah, we're gonna start, and I'm gonna be guiding you through the whole process. So don't worry, and let's give it a go. And also, anything that I'm saying is always an invitation. It's not a necessity. You have to always honor your body, honor where you're at. So if this whole practice happens for you while you're sitting down, great, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. And if you want to stand up, if you want to move, even better. So honor where you are at and meet yourself exactly there. So I'm going to start the music. And as I mentioned already, this first song is, is an invitation to movement. So stretch, warm up your body, find ways to welcome the movement into your body. Okay. Find ways to welcome the movement into your body. Can someone give me a wave if the music is okay? Voice and music, can you hear both?
I can't hear music, only your voice.
Okay, let me try again. But now
yeah, I can hear the music, yeah.
Great, okay, awesome. Thank you.
Could be louder, a bit louder, the music.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. How about now? Good, voice to music ratio?
Yeah, tiny bit louder.
Great.
Okay.
Good?
Yes.
Okay. So coming into the movement practice now, letting yourself feel your body, stretching and making these organic waves, organic movements. Remembering your breath. Your knees, your shoulders, your neck, your chest. And for this song, still very much being in your body, finding where it wants to go, how it wants to wake up, feeling what it feels like to be you in this moment. And as the next song comes on, the energy is going to rise a little bit. So I invite you to shake, to jump, to bring that physical energy into your body. You can tap, you can shake your body, whatever you need to do. Making sure that if you're jumping, your knees are soft, they're not locked, so they're not too straight. And you're shaking, you're jumping, you're waking up that energy. Waking up your body. Making space for whatever is feeling stuck or stagnant. Taking that off. Making space for the archetype, for new perceptions, for new observations. If you feel stuck, or if you already want to stop, keep shaking. We're coming to that first point of burnout or breaking through when we already want to stop. So even if you want to slow down the movement, simply slow it down, but keep going. Imagine that as you're shaking, you can shake anything that you don't want simply out of your body to make more space for creativity, to make more space for new perceptions. We're almost there. So the first archetype is going to be the alien at a rave in Berlin. So this alien is dancing at a rave in Berlin, whatever that looks like for you. So as if you're in the underground of Berlin, listening to that weird techno music, and you're trying to figure out humanity. That's how I want you to dance. So go for it. Don't be afraid to make faces. Don't be afraid to make sounds. You're all doing amazing.
get to make up the story of why this alien is on Earth, what it's doing here. Maybe it has a secret mission. Is your alien happy? Is it afraid? Is it surprised? Is it curious? And maybe you get a new inspiration. Allow it to change if you want it to. Maybe it's a different alien now. Is this alien standing up or is it somewhere on the floor? Does this alien know how to use the human body? Or is it just learning? The next song is gonna be our Shamanic Grandma, so catch your breath. Shamanic Grandma is incoming. Is she healing somebody? Is she somewhere out in the woods making potions? Is she hanging out with all of her other witchy grandmas? Like, what's going on? So you can even recall your intention again. How would your Shamanic Grandma give you the answer to your question, to your intention, to what it is that you're looking for? So give that a little go and rest a little bit in the song between the next one. Does your grandma have some back pain? Does she have a bad knee? Like, what's going on? Remember your breath, remembering your sound. Is your grandma making some sounds? What kind of a shaman is your grandma?
Does your grandma drink a magic potion to give her strength? To make herself feel young again? Is there a shamanic grandfather somewhere nearby that she's dancing with? Is the grandma, does she have any grandchildren that she's trying to teach her magic ways to? But only through hand gestures. She doesn't speak anymore. The only way she can transmute her knowledge is through movement. So, as we're saying goodbye to our shamanic grandma, make any final moves, your goodbye to your shamanic grandma. How would you say, I love you? Grandma, you're the best. Thank you for your medicine. And now our next embodiment is the snake. So invite your inner snake. Is it a boa? Is it one of those, I don't know, small forest snakes that just pretends that it's powerful when in reality it's not, it can't do much harm? What type of a snake are you? Do you slither around? Did you grow some legs? Did you tempt Eve into eating the apple of Eden? Well, what is your snake doing on this earth? What is its purpose? Where are you? Are you in the jungle? Are you somewhere in a desert? Are you slithering? Are you poisonous? Are you trying to scare someone away? Embody the snake. Is it an old or new snake? Has this snake just been born into the snake family? Is it a baby snake who's trying to figure out how to slither on the floor? Or is it this old wise snake that just takes its time? slowly moving through. And if you ask the snake to answer your challenge, to give you the medicine, a new perspective about a question that you asked or what intention you set, how would it communicate with you? Would it care about your problem? Or how else does it want to communicate? What else does it want to point to? Allowing your body, and the first thing you think of to flow with. And now, as the snake sheds its skin, you can simply shake that off, whatever you need to do. And the next song is the embodiment of an element. So whatever element, the first one that comes to you. So we have earth, air, fire, water, ether, which is sound, space. What is the first one that's calling you? You can also play with all of them in the next song. What element do you feel will be your medicine or has something to give you? Where, you know, if you're feeling tired, do you need more fire? Do you need more flow? Do you need more air to blow through your leaves? Or do you need some, you know, space, some ether, some sound to come through? Call in that element now and embody it through your movement as if you're lending that element to your body for the next song. And we are on the last
2 now, so go for it. I am absolutely sweating, so I'm right there with you.
How would the element move if somebody was to walk in this room and know 100% what it is that you're embodying? Remember your breath, breathing deeper and stronger, letting go on the exhale. Does your element want to change? Does it want to become something else? Or stay the same? Does it want to slow down or speed up? Does it feel grounded and rooted? Are your feet firmly on the ground? Are your feet up in the air as if something is burning you? Or are you more flowing and dancing through the space? Are your feet hard on the ground? Are they stomping?
And now for the last one. Perhaps catch a breath. Take a moment to pause, check in with your body. This is the last one, and then we'll wind down. Catching your breath, taking a sip of water, whatever you need. And calling forth your inner child, your inner little you. How does your inner you, small you want to dance right now? How does it want to play? How does it want to express? This is your chance to play with your inner child. To give it the stage, to welcome it.
Now I don't wanna float through life on a cloud of man-made ice. Don't want it to pass me by. Don't want it to pass me by. Saddle up now for the ride, waiting for the moon to rise. Don't want life to pass me by. Don't want life to pass me by. But I've been waiting for a magic moment, but maybe there are magic moments. Could it be a magic moment now?
How would it feel like to laugh out loud
I've
if you
been waiting
can?
for a magic moment, but maybe there are magic moments. Baby, it's a magic moment now. Darling, it's a magical, magical life, life, life. Oh, honey, it's a magical, magical life, life, life. Baby, it's a magical, magical life, life, life. When you can find magic in every day, night, night, night. Magic in an everyday night. Magic in an everyday night. Magic in an ordinary life. Magic in an ordinary life. Magic in an everyday night. Magic in an everyday night. Magic in an ordinary life. Magic in an ordinary life. Now I can see the rain come down, but I know the seeds be found. I can watch them grow up now. I can watch them grow up now. In the flower's face I see, in the flower's face is me. I can watch me grow up now. I can watch me grow up now. But I've been waiting for a magic moment, but maybe there are magic moments. Could it be a magic moment?
Let yourself be silly, be weird, make weird faces.
But maybe there are magic moments.
Go
Baby, it's a
crazy
magic
for the last
moment
song.
now. Darling, it's a magical, magical life, life, life. Oh, honey, it's a magical, magical life, life, life. Baby, it's a magical, magical life, life, life.
Are you playing
When
chase?
you can find magic
This is
in
small
every day, night, night,
version.
night. Magic in an everyday night. Magic in an everyday night. Magic in an ordinary life. Magic in an ordinary life. Magic in an everyday night. Magic in an everyday night. Magic in an ordinary life. Magic in an ordinary life.
Okay. Slowing down now. Coming back to yourself. Perhaps stopping. Closing your eyes. How much spaciousness do you feel in your body right now? If you need to shake anything remaining off, Let that go. Feeling your body once again. Has anything changed? Has anything shifted? Do you feel more alive? Is your heartbeat beating? Is your breath faster? Are you sweating? Is there a little bit more space in your body? What is here? What was that journey that you went to from the beginning all the way to the end? Finding that space now to settle down and see in contrast. How does it feel like to be still, to fully stop after so much movement? From chaos to stillness. Closing down our eyes and feeling ourselves again. Taking a deep breath into the body and out. Noticing that in your stillness, are you quickly wanting to do something else? To still feel that energy and that aliveness. Finding that breath again. Your anchor, your guide, your lifelong companion. Does it feel more full? Is there a little bit more space in your breath and in your body? Coming back in that stillness to the movement of the breath. From the beginning all the way to the very end. And in that breath, coming back to your intention for this practice, if you've had any questions, and dropping that intention like a seed in the middle of that breath. And letting that seed be moved with the inflow and outflow of the breath. As if it's gliding on water. And watching that little seed become a small sprout. Perhaps beginning to grow leaves or beginning to grow flowers. Or perhaps growing into a giant tree. Whatever shape, way, or form it's showing up for you. Taking it exactly as it is. Does this flower, this tree, this seedling, does it remind you of something or someone? And if you ask this seedling, what is the next best step? Or what does this seedling need to grow and nourish? What environment does it need to grow in? Does it need more water, more air, more sunlight?
More singing, more dancing, more shamanic grandmas or aliens at the rave. And whatever comes through, letting that be as it is and coming back into this space. It is just gone 7:05, so if you need to go, I understand. And if anybody wants to share, if you want to drop in some wisdom, your journey into this space, you're welcome to do so.
I just want to say thank you again for a wonderful, wonderful meeting. I love to come in here and move my body, and I thought it's gonna be the end of my day, and it's completely uplifted. And my
Yes.
yes, it's fantastic. And my I feel like it's morning, and my intention was around fatigue and feeling tired. And as when we went through the elements, it was the earth that was holding me, maybe water as well. I'm not sure what happened there, but it was really healing. I always if I let myself move, I find it under your guidance that I can drop deeper. And then, you know, I'm so happy I did this practice, because it's like, it's so much better now after it. I can't even put it in words, but I definitely got my answers regarding the fatigue and how to deal with that. So fantastic. Thank you.
So what's the secret? If you had to give us one when we are feeling tired.
It was about being held, and about, you know, not more fire, nothing like that, but it was about earth and feeling that nurturing, being held, like, yes, that's what came through for me. Yeah.
I love that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for
Thank you.
coming. And yeah, absolutely. When we allow ourselves to be held and heard and nourished by the ground underneath which we are, we can tap into so much potential, into so much energy. And I love that you mentioned that it's not that fire that we need. It's not, you know, stoking the flames and always going for more and more and more, and like it's like that drinking coffee at 8 p.m. Yeah. So thank you. Anybody else wants to share, you can also type in the chat if that's better, and if not, that's also super cool.
Yeah, I can share something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it was uplifting. Yeah, I really liked the movement. Just kind of slowly falling into dance and following the archetypes, even if sometimes I couldn't figure out how I will be moving a snake or any other archetype. I was just kind of having that on the back of my mind and slowly moving into dance and expression. So for sure I felt more calm after, and it gave me perhaps different perception with shifting something on the plate of that dance, maybe with the intention I like, if I'm in the circles like that, I would always try to put you know, annoying people in my life or situations I can't handle, so they just kind of like stay in your head, and you know, they are blah blah blah. And always I feel like physical movement like that is helping me to move it, to calm it down and so on. So yeah, that was really like shifting for me. So yeah, thank you. Absolutely amazing guidance from your side. So I love the session.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, it's like so many people get stuck in our head in so many situations. Like, how would it feel like if we all just acted them out in a safe container without having to murder anyone or you know, having to throw them over the bridge or stage their disappearance. I'm very murderous today. maybe other people deal with life in a different way, but thank you so much. I'm so glad that it helped movement and dancing and expression can be such a medicine when we actually allow ourselves to go to that place and create that safe place every day to just play and be children. And I love that you mentioned that element of not knowing what's going to come next and not knowing how you're gonna how you're gonna perform a certain move, because that's life, right? Sometimes we're being called to do something in our life, whether it's, you know, something more dramatic like becoming a parent. we might not know that role, but it's somewhere within, like that answer is somewhere within, that it's that innate knowledge that we all hold that is always available to us when we actually allow ourselves to fail and when we allow ourselves to make space for it. So yeah, if there's any more shares, they're welcome, and if not, we are going to close. And just wanted to say thank you so much for your practice, for your time, and I can't wait for the next one. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart and from the top of my heart. And have a wonderful evening or day or whatever you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you.